This is Libby, and I'm going to be talking about cell specialization in plants. So root hair cells are specialized to perform a specific function. Their structure allows the plant to absorb more water, and they also allow a plant to take in the minerals it needs to survive. So the specializations or adaptations of root hair cells are, first of all, that they have no chloroplasts. These cells are located underground, which means they do not contain chloroplasts because there's no light for photosynthesis. They also have long projections. Root hair cells have long projections that increase the surface area that the plant can use to absorb water minerals. So to recap this, root hair cells are specialized to increase the efficiency of water absorption and the uptake of minerals required for the plant's survival. And the adaptations include long projections and no chloroplasts, as they are underground and so have no access to light for photosynthesis. Another plant cell which is specialized is the Xylem cell. The xylem is specialized to transport water up the stem of a plant and into the leaves. They are open-ended cells. The Xylem vessels are made up of a series of connected, dead Xylem vessels, and the end walls of the dead cells are broken to allow water to move through very easily. They also have lignin, which is a substance that strengthens the cell walls of the Xylem cells, which helps allow water to be transported up the stem. So, a substance called lignin strengthens the cell walls of Xylem cells in plants. The Xylem cell is specialized to transport water up the stem and into the leaves. Xylem vessels are made up of a series of connected, dead Xylem cells, and the end walls of the dead cells are broken to allow water to move through. A substance called lignin strengthens the cell walls of Xylem cells. Another specialized cell in plants is the phloem. The phloem is specialized to transport food products to parts of the plant where they are needed. Phloem vessels are made up of columns of living cells. They have an adaptation which is small holes. The end walls of the phloem cells contain small holes to allow food products to move up and down the phloem vessels throughout the plant. So, we know that phloem vessels transport food products, not water, which is what the role of Xylem vessels is, and they're made up of living cells as opposed to dead cells like in the Xylem vessel. So, xylem and phloem cells are used by the plant to transport minerals, sugar and water to other parts of the plant. Xylem vessels are made up of a series of connected dead Xylem cells, and the end walls of the dead cells are broken to allow water to move through. A substance called lignin strengthens the cell walls to Xylem cells. And if we look at phloem cells, we can see how they differ because they're made up of living cells, and the end walls of phloem cells contain small holes to allow food products to move up and down the phloem vessels. So, which of the following cells is found in plants but does not contain chloroplasts? So, we know that leaf cells, root hair cells, sperm are found in plants, and sperm cell and muscle cells are found in animals. Whereas we know that root hair cells do not contain chloroplasts as they are underground. So this must be the correct answer. And then to consider Xylem vessels again, we know that lignin is used to strengthen cells, not to improve flexibility, and we know it's found in Xylem cells, not phloem cells. So phloem transports food products to parts of the plant where they're needed. Phloem vessels are made up of columns of living cells, and the end wall of phloem cells contains small holes to allow food products to move up and down the phloem vessels. So, plant cells have specialized systems that transport water and minerals or sugars. So what vessels are used to move sugars when they're produced to where they're used up? So we know that the phloem is used to transport sugars, whereas the xylem is used in order to transport water. So that brings this session to a close on cell specialization in plants.